My name is Patrick. Recently I retired after 26 years as a police officer and sold everything I owned. Now it's time for something different. A journey of healing and inspiration. I'm setting out to ride my motorcycle around the world, searching for beauty, connection, and the freedom of the open road. This is my life now. This is Adventures Without Borders. I'm in Manuel Antonio National Park, just on the west coast of Costa Rica. And the thing here is you're supposed to be able to see monkeys, but they're pretty elusive, and a lot of people come in with a guide, and the guide has a spotting scope. But personally, I think if it's that far away, what am I going to see, right? I guess I can watch through the scope too, but so I'm hoping to see, even from a distance, one of the monkeys or one of the sloths. But in the meantime, it's just really cool being in this rainforest, tropical jungle kind of environment. It's got a nice boardwalk running through it, and it's not super busy. There's enough people here, but it's not crazy busy. Yeah, we'll see what we can see.
Not all that photogenic, I guess.
So as you come out of the jungle, you end up at this beach. So far no monkeys. A lot of funny little crabs and some pretty cool trees, but no monkeys so far, but we're not done. No sloths either. But nonetheless, it's an amazing environment to be in. It's just beautiful. Let me flip you around and give you a nice shot of the beach here. Yeah, it's pretty stunning. Good morning and a happy Thursday to you. 5 days have flown by since I arrived at Ian's place in Bejuco Beach. So I'm already on the move again, heading up back north, so backtracking a little bit, but towards Monteverde and the cloud forest. So today, once again, I have both Ian and Darcy with me. Darcy's up front here, and Ian's behind me. We're just making our way through the first of a couple of construction zones on this highway. So we got about 150k today to get to Monteverde. I'll be staying there for, I think, 3 nights, maybe 4, I can't remember now. Yeah, I've got a few activities booked, including a tour the cloud forest on the bridges, which will be super cool. I don't know 100% what to expect, but it looks cool just based on the photos online. So I'm pumped about that. And apparently it's at quite higher altitude, so maybe you'll get some relief from this heat too. It has been toasty warm here. We're gonna have to go over the bridge that I went over on the way here. As people call it, the Turtle Bridge. That's down to one lane, and when I was coming over, I was able to bypass all the traffic. So hopefully we're able to do the same thing here. It really didn't slow me down that much. Just a few minutes, really. So we're looking at about 3 hours of riding time today. So should be a pretty good day. I don't know what the weather has in store for us, but a little rain wouldn't have hurt either. Alright, we'll catch you later. Hey everyone, I'm here in Monteverde in northern Costa Rica. Monteverde is famous above all, I would say, for the national park which encompasses the cloud forest, which I will be visiting shortly. It's a cool community of about 4,000 people, and the town site is pretty nice to get anywhere. You're walking up and down steep hills. And there's a coffee culture here. There are lots of restaurants and little shops. And of course the ecotourism is the big draw to the area. Lots of backpacker hostels and such as well. What's the elevation here is about 1,300 meters. And a super interesting fact I read about was that the kind of modern version of this town was founded in roughly 1950. by a bunch of Quakers who came up from the US to get away from the draft for the Korean War. So that's how this all sprung up here. So I've got some activities planned over the next couple of days, and also some built-in rest time reminder Saturday, which is tomorrow for me right now. I've got a YouTube live going at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, so that'd be Saskatchewan, Alberta time, or noon Eastern time, and there'll be a Q&A. So if there's anything you've been wanting to know about my trip, that'll be the good time to ask. All right, hopefully we'll see you there. I just found this little hiking trail right in town in Monteverde here. It's called the Ficus Root Tree, or Ficus Root Trail. So let me show you what this is all about. Look at this thing. Yeah, that's, can't say I've ever seen anything like that before. I'm just on this trail that's it's right in town. I walked about 10-15 minutes to get here. It's known as the Ficus Root Trail. Apparently there's some tree with a crazy root system that you can walk to. It's not like a long hike, I think it's not even a kilometer, but yeah. Seems kind of interesting. Oh yeah, I mean it's right there. Hang on, let me get some distance. So there's this tiny little river system, and then you got this crazy looking tree that creates like a bridge across. Okay, so first of all, it looks worse than it is. That's what I gotta tell you. Oh, what a day. So, I'll just get right into it. I went for a little hike right in town here in Monteverde. It was only supposed to be like a kilometer or so. And I was going down a pretty narrow trail with a drop off. You're already seeing this form. And it had been raining. I slipped. I went down the embankment, maybe 2 meters or so, maybe a bit less. There's a river at the bottom, did I mention that? I went in more or less head first. Luckily a rock stopped my progression into the water, but I did land with my face in the water. And I just remember like feeling the pain on the side of my head and thinking to myself, holy shit, you gotta get up. So I got myself up. I don't even know how I got up the embankment. And I was pretty close to the exit where there were some houses and stuff. So I went to the house there. I had noticed on my way down that the door was open and there were people. And I asked for help. And I didn't know this, but I think a lot of the red on my face is still just dry blood. Maybe not. So I asked for help, and their faces when they looked at me, and when I finally saw myself in a mirror, they actually drove me to the clinic. And yeah, they looked horrified. So anyway, I got stitches in 3 different spots: my forehead, my cheek, above my knee. Then I got some like road rash type stuff down the side of one of my legs, and a scratch on my nose, which didn't require stitches. So the worst of it was my forehead. I kept hearing them say in Spanish how deep it was. So I took a number of stitches, including 2 like internal stitches, and then I think 5 more for a total of 7, if I understood correctly. So anyway, I'm okay. I'll be disfigured for a while because I'm sure this will get swollen, but that's okay. I'll survive. I canceled my hike tomorrow, obviously. I can walk. I walked back from the clinic. It was only 500 meters from here, but I don't want to walk through on a bunch of suspension bridges and stuff when I'm having a little bit of trouble because everything feels tight right now. They kept me at the clinic for an extra 3 hours for observation just to make sure I didn't have a concussion. He did like the eye tests and all that. Super, super nice staff there, honestly. I can't complain about anything. Pay up front and then claim to my insurance. It was about $500 for the whole thing. Honestly, I was expecting it to be like over $1,000, so pretty happy with that. Downside is I lost my glasses. So I do have my sunglasses, which are prescription. I'll pick up a pair of reading glasses that I'll just carry around with me until I can get another pair. And that's it. That's where I'm at. All good.